Everyone, welcome to the video of the week. Today's video of the week is Walking Dead Season 10 Episode 1 coverage. So, yes, you guys heard me right. Walking Dead is back with their 10th season, and the premiere was this past weekend. Obviously, Hell in a Cell was on that day, so I usually do it a couple days later for their very first episode. But let's go ahead and get into this episode. So, this episode started out with Michonne and the gang, like, from Oceanside, as well as some people from Hilltop, um, kind of training, trying to get, like, their skills up with, like, archery and, like, just fending off zombies, pretty much. And then they were using, like, this old abandoned boat type thing that they had zombies in, I guess. And then eventually the zombies pretty much overpower them and they got loose. But they ended up killing them all. Everybody was unscathed. But then everyone was like trying to figure out where like following the rules of Alpha and not crossing their borders or anything like that. But then Aaron and Michonne are out or whatever, and Aaron actually is like, so do you think that we are the good guys or the bad guys? And kind of, in a way, he kind of makes some sense because, like, in some people's storylines, like our storylines, they are the good guys, but they could be the bad guys in other people's storylines. But Michonne ultimately eventually just told him that we are the good guys. In addition to that, nobody's seen Alpha or the Whispers in a couple, I'm assuming a couple months or whatever. So then, RJ, which is Rick and Michonne's son, had, and some of the kids were finding stuff on the beach and all that while they were training, I guess, and he found a mask of one of the Whisperers, which caused a little bit of friction, and they were wondering if Alpha is back and the Whisperers are back. Nobody knew clearly whether or not they were back, but eventually we found out whether they were or not. Then it goes to Daryl and them talking, and Carol comes back on a boat. And we realize that Carol's kind of been taking the boat life for a while now. And Daryl's trying to convince her to come back, but she's trying to say about maybe Daryl and her running away together. Um, then, in addition to that, Eugene and M are back at Alexandria or the Hilltop, one of the two. I'm not exactly sure. I think it was Alexandria. But then they had like Negan and M talking to Lydia, and I think that Negan's trying to like use Lydia now that she's kind of like the new evil person, like nobody knows how to feel about, to try to get out of the cell because he's still in the cell, and try to like get them to realize like he's not the bad guy anymore. Um, but then everybody starts to see like these like looks like almost like a meteor shower or maybe um like a fireball or whatever in the sky, and nobody knows what it is or whatever. And here it ends up causing a fire at some place, and they end up trying to put out the fire. They run out of water. A bunch of walkers are coming, and they end up trying to take out some of the walkers. They do take out some of the walkers, but some people are starting to get sick, like King Ezekiel, because of the smoke inhalation. But then you see Michonne and them talking. Michonne's talking with Aaron, and she said, well, where's Carol and Daryl? And then it goes to Carol and Daryl talking at that one spot that Alpha took Daryl to talk to him. And then Daryl walks away after they are like staying. Daryl says about pretty much you should think about staying here. And he walks away, but then Carol's standing there, and Alpha comes out of like the woods area, and she stares up, and it ends in a stare down. So that pretty much gives clear that the Whisperers are back. We don't know what their intentions are, but if we know the Whisperers, it's never good. Um, and with that said, that's pretty much it. I think that the Whisperers are probably back to cause a lot of damage. And the Whisperers aren't really the best group to tangle with in a sense. But with that said, that's episode 1. So we'll have to wait and see for episode 2 because it looks pretty good. And next Sunday's video of the week is Walking Dead Season 10 Episode number 2 coverage. So you guys will not want to miss that. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace.